True Business Talk with Tom and Till.
So, question in the small business section. What are the main challenges when starting and running a local business that doesn't have a storefront or office? So that, to my mind, could be some kind of agency with an office where people do not come by and say hi. Anything like that. Could be a logistics company, right? We can think of anything here. So Tom, we both run a business like that, so we should be able to to answer that. Want to start?
I think this really depends, though. This is hard to answer because it depends what kind of a business you're running. If you're running a business that's based off of a laptop, you can easily, set up meetings in coffee shops and co-working spaces. But if you have something where you need people to actually come in, like if you're a mechanic, right, you will need a storefront. It really depends. I mean, the challenge is going to be either way that some people, especially the older generation, still likes to maybe come in and see that you're like a real business, right? That you just, you're not going to run off with their money. So I think that's one of the challenges. Or people will try to send in regular checks to your address, so you might have to set up some kind of a virtual post box. But that's something that you're going to run into. People will be like, well, let me get your address, I'm going to send you something.
Yeah, that can happen. I want to bring it to a really specific point of having the storefront, because I think that's a major advantage for people starting a business. Because what they have to get right is the offer. And if the offer sucks, they would get feedback on that. Well, hopefully, if, let's say, you open a mechanic, as you said, a mechanic store, you would have your offer on the front. Like, I'm doing mechanics, and this is normally the price. So people are forced to do the offer.
You're talking about the idea of validation. You can validate most ideas online without opening a storefront. I don't think that's a challenge of validating an idea just by having a storefront open.
Oh, that's true. That doesn't help you so much. You can validate the idea in different ways. But I'm just thinking, if you need to open a storefront as your business requires it, you have a lot of advantages as people will come by and you would get feedback from that.
Yeah, but the question was about the challenges.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think the challenges, like I said, some people will just question you a little more if you don't have a storefront. And some people will try to send you stuff, and other than that, maybe your employees want to work in some place together, but I don't think that's something that most people care about. I don't think it's a big challenge. Most people want to work wherever they feel like working, I mean, it might happen. You never know.
For me, it did happen. When we got over 5 developers, I got this feedback from one guy saying, oh great, now I really like to come into the office every day because I have intelligent people around me. And that made a major shift in our productivity. So
yeah, so I think that's one of the valid challenges too, yeah.
Right.
If you liked what you heard, please leave us a review on iTunes.
They do matter.
Also, come and hang out with us on our website, yourownwayout.com. That's yourownwayout.com. See you soon.